had classic fashion from Timby, classic cars, thanks Chad, and we've seen classic hairstyles. And you, Michael? Classic.
A classic range from Clover. Timeless taste.
Made with love by Clover.
Thanks very much for staying with your feel-good breakfast show, Expresso, here on S3. It's the weekend, baby. Can I get a whoop whoop? Whoop whoop? Yes. And before you reach for those takeaways or plan to order in, take inspiration from our classic loaded flatbreads. A classic spin on a steak sandwich. It doesn't get any better than that. Now, this one is what I call a game changer.
Yeah,
and here to show us how to do that is a game-changing chef.
The stakes are high.
The stakes are, come on, the stakes are high. And if you can't handle the heat,
get out of the kitchen. Get out of here.
For real, man, for real.
If you don't get it, forget about it.
This is really awesome. Taking that classic and giving it a twist. We did that yesterday and we're doing it again today.
Again.
I love it. I'm here for all of this
Today,
inspiration.
yes.
So how are we getting this done?
How we're doing this is we're starting off with our flatbread. And our flatbread is 2 ingredients, very simple. We're starting off with self-raising flour.
Yes.
The reason for that, it's got all the leavening agents in there. We don't have to add anything additional. It's got the raising agent.
Is that what you're saying? Like, that's it? It's all done? It's there? Sorted?
Mamela, the flour is ready.
Okay.
You can add a pinch of salt just for additional, you know, flavor. Why not?
Great.
But then we're going to be using our Clover Classic Dairy Snack in here because that's going to bind it all together.
Okay, great.
All right, so I'm going to scoop all of this in here and I'm going to make this dough and I'm going to roll it out. Mara, actually, let me do this. I'm going to mix it.
Mix it all together.
You did not come here just to stand there and look pretty again. You came here to work.
I'm here to also tell the people out there that what I really do like about our Clover Classic that we're using, the dairy snack, is that it's, you know, deliciously smooth and creamy. It's a dairy snack that's made according to Clover's unique recipe. It really can be enjoyed on its own, or you can use it in delicious recipes such as this one that we're making here this morning. You can load your flatbread with as many toppings as you like. Really, there are no limits. There are no limits because the stakes are high. Okay, cool. So I'm not going to just stand here and look pretty. What can I help you with?
Not help. You are working here. You are going to roll out the dough for us.
So like this. Like, I'm going to take this, a little bit of powder, because, you know, as you can see, I've done this.
When I get flour.
Powder flour. I mean, it's powdered flour. Come on. And then, as you can see, I've done this lots of times.
Yeah, you do that, and I'll focus on the steak. I'll do less.
There's always one sneaky cameraman that's giggling every time I'm trying to.
And while you roll out, because I want us to put these on the steak, on the hey la. There go the bundles. On the grill together, I want to put our meat and our flatbread there. But onto our meat, I'm getting a nice spice mix. I've got some cumin, I've got some paprika, and I've also added some salt and pepper. But get this, I've also added a bit of sugar. You know why?
Oh, why?
Caramelization.
Oh, so you want it, when it does happen, when it gets to that heat, it goes...
And I don't mind. Yeah, you know, people don't understand this, but I do like adding sugar to a lot of my cooking because it gives you a balance. You get the saltiness of the salt and pepper, whatever you're adding in there, but then the sugar just takes it to another level because you're now releasing the actual sweetness in the actual meat itself. So while you're doing that, I'm going to start rendering the fat from our steak while you roll.
So that it goes crispy, right?
Exactly. Whenever you make a steak, try and do that. Make sure you render the fat first, and then you can start cooking the rest of your steak.
And if you didn't render it, I imagine that then it would go too, like, the fat would just, like, go too much all over the
Well, not really. It just will, you'll have that layer. The thing is you want it to render so it gets that nice crispiness to it. You don't want it to just be a layer of fat that's sitting there, you know? All right.
Over here, so I'm done here.
Add a bit of flour to there, pass it over to me, and then I'm going to put it on the other side of our grill pan because as you can see, we want those beautiful charred marks on it. And it's quite simple, but it's 2 ingredients that went in there. We're rolling it out nice and flat.
Do you want to grab it? Because, I mean, I worry that I'm going to mess it up. So
but that's why you're in the kitchen, my guy. You're not here to just...
to learn. Oh, no. Is this right, what I'm doing? Please take it. You take it. Okay, cool. So if you want this recipe, please, we've made this super easy for you. Go on our site, expressoshow.com. You'll find a list of all the ingredients involved in this recipe, as well as a step-by-step guide on how to make it. You are not going to throw me under the bus. That's why I've got you here as the chef, to you know...
I will do it,
but of course, if you missed any of the steps involved in this beautifully delicious twist to a classic, please take a look at this. Okay, now
Made with love by Clover.